Welcome back. Yay. Like I said, we're gonna just hang around to Riso and do a bunch of quests. And can I fucking zip line? Thank you.
How did you get so good at fixing alluvians?
Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally release a couple demons or rile up the local wildlife with misdirected magic a few times and you learn what not to do.
Oh.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Enjoy it.
I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Cafe later?
Good night, Boris.
If you walk around, you notice a lot of crows. I'm obnoxious with that? Yeah.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They
killed him.
Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will. You should get back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if... That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Let's go look. That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Wow. Even during an occupation.
Here's another crow mark. Our next crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
The poison that destroys your mind? That comic?
Well, if I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line. The Antom brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hold on.
You've met Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlithan Forest while we were searching for Solus. Strife and Irulan helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
That's funny.
Let's go.
That's not what I wanted. I just want to activate this thing.
Over we go.
Take him out, quick!
Making the rest of us look bad, bro.
Oh, he went far! He went far.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
I command you to ignore traitors.
Trouble nearby.
Not to the crows!
Watch the right.
Come to me! Prove my worth!
Crows are here to end your threat, poisoner. It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Karmic. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who else would want comic?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Veilguard need to know they were right.
Okay.
Are you out of your... I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
It's my home too.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
And that's that mission. World. The lighthouse. Check in with Lucanus. Continue hitting on Lucanus. More Lucanas. I'm wearing out, that's all, guys.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Let's do his mission next, then. Who said I wanted to do story missions first? I want to do whatever I want. Okay, so Lucanus is the only one. Well, we have to bring one other person with us at all times. So who's next? Balara. No. Balara's been on what, 2 trips now? So let's hide Balara for a little bit. Oh, fuck it, Nev. Keeps trying to send the same people on the same missions over and over again.
Pros love a good zip line.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
Fair point.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Salutations.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
How is the snap chain valuable item? Oh, I'm not.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Yeah, that's fair. Real quick. Okay.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanes started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
Much like House Deriva.
Since I took the initiative against the Antom, I don't need to worry about disappointing them.
Rook, there's no need to doubt yourself. And if you do, I'll be here to convince you. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Like a fine wine. I can't believe he's like, loves that coffee like a fine wine. Okay, let's go give Lucanus his gift. I'm getting all kinds of trouble today.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Yeah. How am I doing with the crows anyway? I know the story leads to wherever, Minrathous. I will get there. I like doing a lot of the side quests. If you're like 100% story driven, this game will teach you why well, to be honest, any BioWare game will teach you why being 100% story focused is a bad idea. Because you'll learn. Why not?
Trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for help.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're always such a dear. You certainly didn't learn that from Viago.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous. Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Ilario, as usual.
I barely know your cousin, and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most jobs don't have as many fires as yours do. I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Maybe now I can give him this damn thing? Now watch me go right back to Lucanus, and then he's got this darn next step in his story quest line, and I'm not even halfway done. Coming to the end of this is chapter 2. I think there's like 9 parts to this mess. Okay, thank God he's done. Oh, I think I'd be mad.
For me?
Okay, there we go. At the end. Balara's got stuff right now. Let's see. There's not much going on in Treviso. There's stuff in the crossroads. And then we'll do Winding Ways. Well, we're going to do Winding Ways either way, because we don't have the Arlethan Forest unlocked. So we're going to do both. Harding is coming with us automatically. So who is it? It's Nev. Oh. Okay. Harding and Nev. Confirm.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
To other shores.
That scent. I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
Company.
The Arntom? Here?
Got us from a distance.
That's room for ya.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Arntom. Stay alert.
of what happened at the Metas Crossing spreads.
The whole village covered in blight, I heard.
Don't be shy. Take a gander. And now that we've met,
When did the troubles begin?
Let's see if we can figure this out. That did it.
Up here.
The alluvian's working. We're finding help. It's not a bad start.
This started with us failing to finish the last job.
Okay, it's not a bad second start.
Maybe the third will be perfect.
That's what I'm hoping.
Got us at range!
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
I know. Come on.
Being able to move the terrain's gonna be really useful for a scout.
Getting up high for good vantage.
Let's try it out. For practice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Oh, awkward.
Maybe if you used words?
What? Tell the rock what to do?
Sort of.
It's not a dog.
Yeah, but just try it.
Fly! Oh, you are the worst. The worst! So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Maybe you could think about how your abilities protect us?
Instinct. Protection. Shield myself. Shield others. If I had this magic before, I could have... I could have protected the people who matter.
Okay. But you did move the rocks, though.
Wow. You're usually way better at distraction.
Thanks. Wait.
I could focus on the people I can help now, instead of the ones I couldn't. Either way, I think I'll need more practice with this. Don't you?
Wonder what's up there. Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
I bet you could move this to give us something to climb on.
Leave it to me.
Well done. Let's find another rock.
The multitudes called out, finding solace in each other.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Think you could clear a path for us?
Heard ya.
Look at that. You're getting good. Want to try another one?
Why not? There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now. So many rocks. And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practice it.
Good work. You got the hang of this stone thing.
I'm definitely getting there.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
I don't know how I fell through a solid rock, but okay.
I can't move.
Hold on. Up over there. I bet that's where he is.
How about if you moved this rock? There he is. Let's hurry. Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
Harding wouldn't let that happen.
The rocks. How did you do that?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Ugh. Okay.
I literally just walked right back in. There's a couple quests. Quite a few quests, but not enough. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There's Arla then. No, I didn't want to go to... Oh, fuck, I went to Treviso. Let's go talk to Balara a bunch. I really wish, in all honesty, let's just say this. So she's just... Contacts.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irulan and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready. Rook,
Why not?
good to see you.
Get him as many of these quests done as possible. Harding is not coming with me. Neither is Nev. So it's Lucanus. What? I have so many questions on how the hell that happened.
Aren't these the old folk?
Receiving your message was quite the surprise. Strife?
Desperate times and all that.
I'm still not clear on who you really are, Morrigan.
If I can provide assistance, do such things matter when the world faces such peril?
It could. You're friends with Solace.
Our relationship is more complex than you suggest, and circumstances have compelled me to stand against friends and now.
Sorry. I'll stop eavesdropping into your conversations.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to...
Careful ahead.
How's your chest? What? Were we talking about? Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right. Okay, we all know why we're here, right?
Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
I'm still a little confused about what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, of course you are. Sorry, sometimes I forget not everyone spends all their time studying ancient elven artifacts. We're going to check the crystal alignment, fade connection, and the lyrium reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if we...
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right. I just... Sorry.
Forget it.
All right, go team.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Balara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly.
Of course. See you soon.
So, what was all that about?
What was what all about?
That tension seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Here we are, the artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor. Random example. Okay, see those 2 power crystals? The ones that aren't glowing? There should be a couple of replacements, charged ones in the room. If you grab them, I'll make sure the artifact stays calmed.
Okay, new power crystal is in.
Great, and the artifact didn't collapse the room.
Was that a possibility?
Always is.
And then we slide it into place.
And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure. Sounds good. So, it's nice out, at least. You know, ignoring that reality itself is paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Right. Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
Place. Oh my god. Upward in an hour. Look at that. Might cut this mission in 2.
So what did this artifact do? Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would bring flaming rocks down all around it, every 30 minutes. And for some reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about.
Of course not.
Okay, reserves replaced, which means there. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do, I know.
No one's currently trying to kill me. That feels like a holiday.
Right. I forget how exciting your life is. Okay, one more to go.
Almost got stuck on the other side of the door.
Not too far now. Thank you for giving me this chance to help people.
You were already kind of doing that, as a veil jumper.
Sort of, but it was never as big, you know? As grand. Helping you. Well, we're helping lots of people. Everywhere. I like that.
So, how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to... Hey, Rook.
What do you need?
Never mind.
Found the other crystal.
Great, slot it in.
We're doing puzzles. Can I please place? Thank you. There we go. Balara's backstory next.
There. Done.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
Right, yeah. But does it have to be done by you? Any Veil Jumper could do this work, right? Why not let them help?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Okay, let's go find Balara. Actually, let's just end it here and we'll split it. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to come back to see it. Because I know it's not gonna make it. I know it.